The day has finally come for me to harvest my garlic, and I'm going to show you guys how I went from planting to harvesting and exactly how you want to store it so it lasts you all winter long. I'm about to harvest my garlic. I'm so excited. This is probably the most excited I've been about harvesting anything. Okay, so I have to give you guys some tips how to plant garlic and how to harvest it. I'm going to give you step by step. Now, here's the thing. This is my first time planting and harvesting garlic, so you're going to be a part of this discovery with me, if it turned out or not. And if it didn't, I'm not going to be posting this video. And I'll give you guys an update. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of advice from friends who are farmers for a living, and just from doing my own research on how to plant and harvest garlic. Good, I'm so glad. Planting garlic is one of the easiest things, and I have a video on that. If you've been following my garden process and progress of me planting and harvesting everything that I'm doing. So when you're planting your garlic, if you haven't done it already, you plant in October or before winter time, and you go through winter, and then you're going to harvest in the summertime, around August or so, depending on what your weather is. And so mine seem to be ready a little bit earlier. Now, when you harvest garlic, you want the stems to be green still, but the bottom, you want to keep an eye on those for browning. Now, apparently, if you leave it too long and this all goes dead and brown, that's not good, and your harvest is not going to last and be able to be preserved long enough, because those green stems, what they're going to do is they're going to be the part of the garlic that's actually going to form the dry, protective layer around the garlic bulbs. And it's also going to help the bulbs to form into good separate chunky bulbs. So we'll see how this comes up. Are you ready? I'm kind of nervous. Also, take some sort of little shovel or something to dig the bulbs up, because you don't want to just tug them out and rip the roots and ruin your garlic bulb. And then I'm going to show you and teach you how to store them, to cure them for winter, so you can have them last all winter long. Okay, you ready? Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm just going to dig around, give it enough space so that I'm not going to end up breaking a bulb or breaking the roots. Now, this isn't the greatest tool to be using, but my children decided to lose my gardening gear. Oh my gosh, there's garlic! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so excited. Like ridiculously excited right now. It's probably a little bit embarrassing. Okay, so I can hear the roots coming up a little bit. You can hear them breaking. So I'm getting right under the bulb and breaking those roots up so I can lift it up. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out. Actually, wait, I'm gonna give you a better visual of this. Okay, so I dug down around the roots, and look at this. Look at this beauty. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo! There we go. That's a pretty good size, if I do say so myself. Look at that. Beauty. So these dry brown dead leaves, if these become brown and die off too, if they're already dead when it's in the garden, they will not dry out when you're curing it to create that protective layer over the garlic. So you want to make sure that these are still green, and it's just the bottom ones that have browned. And yeah, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull all these babies up, and I'm going to hang them on. I'm not going to actually braid them, because these are too stiff to be braided, but I'm going to hang them, and you want to put them in a dry area, a cool, dark area. I'm going to be putting them into my basement and hanging them up on some sort, I don't know, a fencing or something, just something to be able to hang them on. Make sure that they're spaced apart so they're not touching, so they get good airflow. And if you have to put in a fan, make sure it's not a spot that's too humid. So it could be, where it could be, like a basement, or even if it's outdoors somewhere, just that's cool and dark. And that's it. And you just leave them like that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you guys excited with me? Because I'm so excited. You want the soil to actually be quite dry when you're taking up the garlic. Makes it a lot easier for the soil to fall off as well. The only problem is it's been raining here every single day and I haven't had a chance to do anything. I need to take them up ASAP. So I'm doing it now while I have the chance, while it's not raining. So look at all the soil. It's going to take a bit to clean off, but that's all right. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, guys, like so good. Okay. Here comes another one. You ready?
The baby one and the mom.
Okay, come pull it up.
No, you're
right
not
here.
pulling lettuce.
Right here. Take it off.
That worm is massive.
What are you going to do with it?
Worm. Let it go. It fell down. Did it disappear? Oh.
Let me pull that one up.
Ooh, look at the bottom. It looks pretty.
So yeah, just swish it around in the water as best as you can to get as much of the dirt off as you can. Charlie, my hope is that when I hang this garlic, you're not going to destroy it.
He pushed the toy.
So I'm going to tie the garlic up hanging from here. We'll see how that goes. And I may even have to hang some extra garlic along here. We'll see. Can't really see me in this shot. I don't have anything higher to put my camera on, but I'll try and show you as best I can what I'm doing. I'm hanging the garlic from something very strong. I have this metal hook hanging out of the wood here, and I'm using, you can use just any kind of twine or string. This I don't even know what kind this would be. Let me see if I can get this in the shot. Yes, baby?
You have to blend bigger and bigger.
Okay.
And I will scale, and I will scale him.
Okay, I'll do it in a second because I'm taking a video. So you go, wait a second. So if you can tell what that is, this is what I'm using. And I'm actually finding that it's holding the garlic a lot better. Like, it's not very stringy. It's made out of paper. I don't know, you guys probably know what this is. And it's holding it a lot better. Like, it doesn't come loose at all. I'm not even tying double knots on each garlic. I'm just pulling it tight once and it's holding every strand of garlic. So I have the two strings hanging down. I put the garlic in between, tie my knot, pull it through, and then I just pull it in once like that, and it holds it in place. Now you're not supposed to have the garlic touching, just so you can have like a good amount of airflow. Sorry, my child is blowing up a balloon. Bibby, you're in the video, watch out. You don't want them touching because you want good airflow between each bulb clove of garlic. And so I'm going to try and pull them apart and separate just to make sure like the green's okay to touch, as long as it's not going to mold. But I'm going to pull them, separate them a bit more if I can. And I'm going to set up a fan so that it gets good airflow through here. Now basement or garage, as long as it's cool and dark, should be absolutely fine. And if you need the extra airflow, especially because I rinsed and washed these off, washed the dirt off after, they're still a little bit wet. So I'm going to get a fan going and hopefully it'll dry it out. We'll see. Alright, we did it. It goes all the way down to my floor. And I had a bit more. I didn't want to keep going all the way down to the floor. So I made another strand back here. Oh, if you can even see it right there. There's another strand of garlic hanging down. So let me show you if I can get a closer look. See how I tied them together? Oops, it's not focusing. There you go. Just one at a time. And I'll show you this, the big long one here. They're each tied right there, and they hold on by the leaves all the way down. And so like you can see here, like I said, they're touching a bit. So I'm going to try and separate them just by sliding them up or down right in here. You can move them. Just I can't do it with one hand right now. But I'm going to move them a little bit, as much as I can, and then get some heavy-duty fans down here to dry them out. And that's it. So it didn't take too long to do. And now they'll dry out and hopefully have garlic throughout the entire winter season. Hope you guys got some inspiration from this video. If you guys have ever planted or harvested garlic and dried them out like this, please comment below and give me any tips or tricks. Like I mentioned earlier, this is my first time doing it, so I'm nervous but super excited. Alright, God bless you guys and see you in the next video.